Welcome back to the Dreadful Whale. I just love that that's the name of the ship. That's such a good name. So, we've woken up. Oh, look at this pillow. We've woken up in our cabin on Megan's ship, the Dreadful Whale, and something feels off. And, nice little calligraphy set. And, if you were with us for Dishonored, you know that probably means a visit from the outsider, but our door is locked.
What is this place? Where am I?
Indeed. Welcome to the void, Emily.
I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Empress Emily Caldwin.
Hi, outsider.
I'm a friend of your father's from the bad old
I
days.
think this is a new voice actor.
I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a killer in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But Delilah and the Duke are flies in the ointment, aren't they?
They have outsider powers.
How many of your own subjects are you ready to slaughter? And what are you willing to become?
Ooh.
15 years ago, I asked Corvo that last question. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn, Emily.
Oh, that's cool. You can play the game without powers? I'm not gonna do that, though. The powers are the most fun part. We'll accept the outsider mark.
Burns from the inside.
I wonder what the dialogue is if you're playing
Like I'm
Corvo.
standing at the edge of something.
Far reach.
Stories. They're true.
So this is Blink? Oh, it's a different kind of Blink.
Incredible.
Huh.
This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
Oh, hey, Dead. I'll get you out of there. Somehow. Huh. Oh, a rune.
Corvo mentioned being here once.
What did he say about it? Oh, it's the heart. Hello again.
Know you. Do you remember?
Mom?
It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
Did you do this to my mother, outsider? Oh, I can lock it. That's cool. So, if I switch, it's still there. Sorry, Mom. There's nothing here. Oh. What's this way? Maybe Or maybe this is just a detour. I guess we should hear.
There are no stars in the sky here.
Who is Delilah, really? How could she? I don't understand.
Who is this woman with the bandages on her face?
Shouldn't be here. No one should.
Oh, it's on fire.
Delilah slit a man's throat for a pair of shoes and painted some of the most brilliant portraits of the age, all in the same year. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game, and now she's an empress.
Not for long.
But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Like what? I guess that's all we get. Well, I'm glad to have outsider powers again. Let's see if we can get anything with the rune we just picked up.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is more off-kilter than I imagined. Everything has been turned inside out, but I'm not gonna stop fighting until it makes sense again. Karnaca's the southernmost port in the Empire, once proud but fallen into disarray. Under the new Duke, the Grand Serkonan Guard has gotten increasingly oppressive. Beatings and firing squads. The Bloodflies are said to be worse than ever. This is the birthplace of my father. Megan Foster keeps to herself, like she's hiding something. But she helped me escape Dunwall, and for now, I need a place to stay out of sight. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back, even if I have to burn this city to the ground.
I wonder if this dialogue is always the same, or if it's especially aggressive because we left the area with high chaos. But I gotta be honest, I'm kind of feeling angry, vengeful Emily as the true incarnation of this. Let's write in a journal. New year. Anything new in here? No. Alright. Edge of the world. Dishonored. But, my father is lost, turned to stone by Delilah. Those words don't even seem real. Witchcraft, something I never would have believed possible. But now I have to believe in it, so that I can believe that it can be undone. Delilah claims to be my aunt, the rightful heir. Truth or lies? All I know is that she used magic to take my throne, aided by that weasel, Duke Abel. They must have been working on their plan for years, buying disloyalty with promises. Even Ramsay, captain of the city watch, planting in everyone's mind the idea that my father and I could be responsible for those monstrous killings, that one or both of us were the crown killer. I'm not in a trusting mood, but Megan Foster says she knows Anton Sokolov, our old royal physician, and she helped me escape the coup, so she's all I have right now. We're sailing for Serkonos. My Dunwall, my home, is no longer safe for me, but I never really was safe. I never really will be. The sooner I get that through my skull, the better. The Void. This time, it wasn't a dream. I've read about the Void and the Outsider, imagined them, Now I've seen these wonders for myself. Strange doesn't begin to cover it. The outsider has terrible eyes, black on black. He offered me something. I know these gifts come with a price, but how could I refuse? This power must give me the edge I need to defeat Delilah and Duke Bell. I'll worry about paying the cost later. And what price will I pay for his other gift? My mother's beloved voice, trapped in the strangest contraption. It's both comforting and chilling to be able to talk to her again, and yet it's not entirely the person I knew anymore. This thing, the heart, it's there and not there. I have to focus in a new way to even see it. We've arrived at the southernmost tip of the Empire. Strange fragrances all around, salt, fish, spice. I don't know how to blend in here. I don't know what to eat or where to go, but this is where my father was born. So part of me belongs here too. And these are my people. Or they were, until my throne was stolen by Delilah. I'm coming for you, Delilah. With my new powers, all I need now is a plan. Letter from Wyman. Whoops. Just clearing out all of the notes and stuff. Powers. Let's see. Can I buy anything? I have 2 runes carried. It doesn't look like I can buy anything. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I see. So there's like different levels. Shadow Walk. Assume a stealthier form for a short time. Sorry, let me go back and read Domino. Domino. Link human targets so they die or fall unconscious together. So you can link 2, 3, or 4, depending on how much you've upgraded it. That's pretty cool. Shadow Walk. Assume a stealthier form for a short time. During Shadow Walk, your visibility is reduced, making it harder for enemies to detect you. Don't get too close, however, a moving shadow will still arouse suspicion. And you can kill 1 person. You can become Rat Shadow to move through rat tunnels. Improved Shadow Attack. Or Shadow Run. And Greater Shadow Attack. Cool. Dark Vision! I can get Dark Vision! Probably gonna do that. See better in the darkness. Observe living beings through walls. A pulse occurs at regular intervals that will show you the directional facing and view cones of your enemies. And even enables you to see them through walls, giving you vital situational awareness for stealthy ambush or sneaking through areas. That would have been helpful. Greater Dark Vision. Objects and security systems are visible. Premonition. Enemy routes are visible. Okay. Doppelganger. Summon a shade of yourself that attracts enemies. Baffling Shade. Your doppelganger will confuse enemies as it fades away. It doesn't normally. Deadly Shade. It can fight enemies and assassinate when undetected. Damn. Transposition. Swap places with your doppelganger. Summon 2 doppelgangers with twin shades who act independently. That sounds complicated. Mesmerize. Summon a void spirit to enthrall humans or hounds. Cool. Mesmerize 3. Lasting Mesmerize. Mesmerize 4. And then enhancements. Strength. Throw objects farther. And break down weak wooden doors with your sword. Vitality. Increase your health. Greater vitality. Health regeneration is improved. Reflexes. Block to deflect projectiles. Focused slide. Slowing time while sliding if aiming at a ranged weapon at an enemy. Superior deflection. Deflects projectiles towards the nearest enemy. Adept parry. Window of time for parrying is increased. Snap reaction. Quick reflexes seem to slow time briefly when an enemy spots you. Okay. Agility. Increase your jump height and distance. That's definitely something I want. Rapid sprint, catfall, falling takes less damage. I like that too. The agility enhancement is a must if you intend to exploit higher ground, making hidden passageways in special areas easier to reach. This enhancement also offers better mobility for combat and evasion. Yeah, agility definitely is something I want. Bloodthirst, build up adrenaline in combat, then trigger brutal melee fatalities. Adrenaline burst, replenish adrenaline automatically when not in combat, up to half. Kill multiple enemies within range. Bone charm crafting. Craft your own unique bone charms with some chance of corruption. By selecting a combination of mystical traits and expending raw whale bones as resources. Traits are cumulative. If you use a trait more than once, its effect stacks, becoming stronger. Sometimes bone charms get corrupted during crafting, but will also have negative traits. Bone charms with 3 or 4 traits are more likely to be corrupted. Sacrifice bone charms to discover new traits and gain raw whale bone. Wow, this is getting complicated. Witchcrafting, lower the chance of corruption. Trait synergy, use the same trait up to 4 times across your crafted bone charms. Master crafting, no chance of corruption when crafting with 3 traits. Craft runes by expending raw whalebone or sacrifice existing runes to accumulate whalebones from crafting. Huh. And lastly, shadow kill. This might be something that I get actually, because I think Emily wouldn't be afraid of killing a few people. I think she's a little aggressive, not gonna lie. Turn unaware enemies to ash as they die. Greater shadow kill, turn all enemies to ash as they die. Bloodfly swarm, transform enemies killed in combat into bloodflies as they die. That's pretty cool. It reminds me of the murder of Crow's Vigor from Bioshock Infinite. But we're gonna start with what I think is the most important power. And we are going to get dark vision. Yes, I would like to spend 2 runes to get dark vision. Alright. And we've got a crossbow. Limited resources. It's not what you're used to, living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. We'll need ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, there are underground black market shops. Look for the symbol depicting 2 hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs, they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the law, but it could make the difference against the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on this crossbow as a gift for you. If you need it modified, those shops can help with that as well. Megan. Nice. Ooh, new crossbow. Dad would be so proud. Let's see. Maintenance list. Repair the things that got busted up in Anton's room when he was taken. It's been weeks now. Oh, sorry. No, scratch that. Not until I bring him back home, as a show of faith that he will be coming back. I was making a joke out of it, but it's actually rather sad. Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side, and I really need to sell the stuff locked up in there to make some coin. Pay the port tax and look the other way fees to those Grand Guard bastards before they wonder who my passenger is this time. I'll do it when I get the money. Unlock the storage room. The door is blocked. So... oh, is there a window over there? I'll go talk to Megan in a second. For now, it's time to get thoroughly distracted. Ooh. Okay, so there's a way out over here, but I want to see what else there is. There's another way out. Up higher. There's the window I need to get to. We'll go to that in a second. Drive in the ship. Whee! Oh, some tea! Oh, I guess Megan just sleeps up here. Damn. Dreadful whale accounting. Fascinating. Sixth songs, out 32 coins, docking and late fee. Tallinger. Eighth songs, out 25 coins, ferry and cargo night, Piccolo and Tate. Eighth songs, out 50 coins, crust removal on hole, shipyard. Ninth songs, out 20 coins, new sextant, Carberry Esquire? That's not Esquire. I don't know. 10th songs, out 5 coins, gave out coins, Mudlarks. 10th songs, out 25 coins, chicken potatoes, oil, market. 12th songs, out 10 coins, Anton's seasick pills, apothecary on Swain. 13th songs, out 25 coins, matches, length of rope, Traders Co. 16th song, out 40 coins, night ferry of cargo, Piccolo and Tate. 17th songs, Ian, 6 coins, sold rockfish, fishmonger roll. 19th songs, out 12 coins, barrel of oil, slime removal, shipyard. 21st songs, out 20 coins, mutton, carrots, potatoes, market. Not looking great. Those finances are not looking great.
Dunwall seems so far away. I'll come back soon, Father. I promise.
It's really not. You could be all the way in Tivia. Addermeyer solution. That looks like it's the mana. Alright. Let's get this door open. It's convenient that she left this window open. Empty bottles, Addermeyer solution. A reflection of on my journey to the Pandyssian Continent 3 by Anton Sokolov. That's right. I forgot he went to Pandyssia, but we read about it in the first game. At dawn, I set out with the group that foraged east and included 2 other natural philosophers and 4 crewmen. We used blades to clear the vegetation that grew thickly here, and slowly made our way away from the shore, up a steep incline. Our purpose was to gather samples of the native plants for our research journals. I found myself pressing leaves and stems between pages and taking copious notes on several species of flora I surmised no human had ever set eyes on previously, when suddenly young Mr. Gravitt from the academy began hopping about and screaming wildly. Chance had bade him pick an unfortunate place to step. Aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below. So many in number were his tiny attackers that we quickly lost sight of him under their onslaught. We finally managed to pull Gravitt from the insects, acquiring several painful welts where we had come to his aid. Mr. Gravitt, however, was bitten, or stung, as I would eventually discover, so many times that he was barely recognizable, swollen unto deformity over every inch of his person. Moaning like a sick bull, he expired before we could carry him back to the beach. Luckily, some of the creatures still clung to him, providing me with precious samples. Ever an opportunist, Sokolov? Incendiary bolts. Got a lot of stuff in here, Megan. Anything else useful before I open the door? There we go. Okay. I fixed the door for you, Megan.
Must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
But Megan, there's more things to look around. Just a little storage cabinet. I should probably see if there's anything on board. There is. There's a rune. It might not be on board, though. Dark vision. Howlers? Rats. Let's see. Trying to fix the secondary engine. Anton, your idea of improving the head gasket sealing with a guano coating is the worst you've ever had. I'll make you sleep in the engine room if you don't fix your mess by tomorrow. Megan, if all inventors were as delicate and short-tempered as you are, you and I would still be paddling around in carved-out logs. Megan, I made some mulberry cake. It's my own recipe, improved by Tivian spices. I left it in the galley. Anton, where are you, old fool? I hope nobody hurt you. I'll find you, I swear. I miss you. Aww. Hello, rats. You're looking healthier than the plague rats, I'll be honest. Crossbow bolts, that's useful. What is this? Just a lantern? Gotta look around. Make sure we don't miss anything. Alright. Looks like everything. We'll go talk to Megan.
You're up. When you're...
Yes, let us start the briefing.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
Good man.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy.
Smart man.
He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Cool, so this is our new Hound Pits Pub, by the looks of it. So, let's take a look. So, we've got Mortimer Ramsey.
Mortimer Ramsey. The Duke couldn't have pulled off the coup without someone inside the City Watch.
What was Mortimer Ramsey doing in Karnaca? I don't know.
I don't know Duke Luca Abel, but Corvo served under Luca's father and said Theodanis was a good man. Delilah. My aunt, if that's really true. She has a twisted way of looking at the world.
This one we've read, right? Yeah.
This Dr. Hypatia, she seems to represent the good that's possible within the Empire.
No one should perish in the mines.
So, the Crown Killer was a tool of the Duke's coup. The murders had a calculated effect.
I wonder if she's the new Piero. Like, is she gonna be giving me stuff? I guess they said that the world markets can upgrade my stuff.
Sokolov seems so much older now.
He does. Why was he abducted and not killed? Because he's smart? Addermeyer Solutions. Protect yourself and those entrusted to your care with Addermeyer Solutions.
It looks like the overland route to the Addermeyer Institute goes through the carriage station.
How can you tell that? Is the Crown Killer hiding in Addermeyer? I don't know.
Why is this here? It's Delilah.
I bet Anton painted it. He always was doing portraits. It's a big hook. Vice. Oh, I wonder if this is where I can make bone charms eventually. Oh, this must be Anton's room?
I'll always miss my lessons with Anton Sokolov.
Aw.
He made so many clever devices during my mother's time.
Yeah, definitely Anton's room. A reflection of my journey to the Pandician continent. Oh, this is part 1. A colleague of mine owns a stunning map of the known world, adorned with the curlises and sea beasts. I don't know what that word is. Curlicues. Curlicues? Is that how you spell that? I don't think I've ever seen curlicue written out. Adorned with curlicues and sea beasts. It has a cherished spot over her mantle. She paid handsomely for it, and was so bristled when I enumerated the various errors. Chief among them, of course, the size and placement of the Pandician continent. Oh, how cartographers are loath to show how small and distant our empire really is compared to that giant landmass, as if Pandicia were but a few days' journey from Iran. Every veteran ship captain knows that it takes months to reach those shores. I had no doubt that Pandicia was rich in resources, but a place must be understood if we ever hope to exploit its myriad treasures. These were my thoughts as I agreed to join the ill-fated expedition. And so it was, on the 3rd day of the month of Earth, under calm grey skies, the great sea vessel Antonia Aquilio set sail with captain, crew, researchers, and myself, 38 of us in total, for what would be the most terrifying and spiritually draining experience of my life. Goodness. Aw, some S&J elixir, and another Addermeyer solution. Sokolov's notes. Bloodfly Study. I've wondered whether I have another book in me. The bloodfly epidemic, coupled with the basic information on life cycle and behavior, might make an excellent project for this old natural philosopher. Bloodflies are exotic insects, unlike anything else found in Serkonos. I suspect they originated on the Pandician continent. In groups of 3 or fewer, they're harmless. Individuals won't attack, leading me to speculate that each emits a scent that has a collective effect on a larger number of bloodflies. Bloodflies are attracted to rapid movement and sound. Their nests can be broken apart, scattering the swarm, and, in particular, the nests are quite susceptible to fire. The insects require fresh corpses to lay their eggs, which hatch in breathtaking fashion after a very short time. More corpses in a Serkonan city, say, during a crisis or plague, means more bloodflies. Interestingly, in the last part of the bloodfly's life cycle, they calm a great deal. Leaving the swarm, they molt, causing the wings to drop off. Afterwards, each bloodfly lives a solitary existence. Very odd. Bloodflies are largely restricted to the south, preferring warmer climates, like certain aging natural philosophers. Aw. Oh, goodness. They're big and gross. And there's a rune. No, it's a dead bloodfly. I can pick it up, but I don't want to because that would require releasing the swarm.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
I'm wondering if the Crown Killer is that person who had the bandaged up face, who was standing next to Delilah when we were in the void. That's a thought. I don't know. Anton Sokolov's investigation notes. Why can't an old man enjoy his last years in a warmer climate, with good wines and spicy foods, without stumbling into another nest of aristocratic vipers eager to coil around the heart of this empire? As I've learned more each week for months now, I've found my mind turning over the movements beneath the surface here in Karnaca. Duke Luca Abel and some inner circle that even seems to include Captain Mortimer Ramsey of the Dunwall City Watch, a betrayal that boggles the mind. How many others are involved? They aim their venom at our dear Empress, young Emily. That much is certain. But when will they strike? And how? Do I dare spend another month gathering stray bits of esoteric information, linking it together with what we already know? Can we even afford another week? Or should Megan and I set out for Bristol tonight, taking this leaky tub up through the canal? Corvo will not hesitate. He will act as soon as I hand over what I know, and if I'm too hasty, it might be his undoing. Coming home to his native Circonos without some critical piece of knowledge about this affair. And then there's the Crown Killer to worry about. If that fiend is part of Duke Abel's schemes, as I suspect, how long until the dreadful whale catches the Duke's eye? Well, at least you're self-aware, Sokolov. Alright. We can leave his stuff there. Ooh. More reading. The Shindari Gift, a study by Amora Clipswitch. On the effect of the winds on the Karnacan landmass and resulting economic positions. Whale oil. Liquid power. How astonishing that within those beasts, inside the oil harvested along with the flesh, was enough power to see the Isles through these tumultuous years. And it all seemed limitless. But now the lights begin to dim. Our fisher folk say the great beasts are increasingly rare. Not all places will suffer this loss equally. Fellow natural philosophers, Karnaca has a unique feature. The cleft in the Shindari Peak, through which the winds are channeled and amplified. As whale oil begins to run short, with the cost of finding the remaining leviathans escalating beyond the worth of the oil itself, Karnaca will find itself ascendant among the Isles. Ooh, wind power. That's renewable. Oh, look at that. They've got wind turbines. I see what you've done, book. You've been very cleverly placed. I wonder if we'll go to the wind farm. The galley. I don't think these are supposed to be on. That seems dangerous. Is there anything? Ooh, there's some food. We are hurt, so I am gonna eat. Pratchett jelly deals. That's from the first game. Alright, now we're all topped up and ready to go. Is this a door I can open? Ooh, locked. Let's see. So, out on the deck. There's the wind farm. There's some boats. There's Karnaca. Let's just have a little wander. You need a cat, Megan. You got a lot of rats. There's a dress form here. Looks like target practice, maybe? Mulberry Mead.
The jewel of the South. My father's birthplace.
We'll go look at it in a second, Emily. Have patience. A reflection on my journey to the Pandician continent, part 4. We've missed part 2. 2 dead on our first day on the continent, but the new world was not sated and would have one more. None other than the captain himself. His group had found a cluster of small rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for a good captain, who had dined on scant fish and the same rations as the crew all these dreary months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile beasts were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered several stings from a gland hidden in its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they press on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. It was suddenly obvious to me that this rate, the attrition, we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew to make the return voyage. And so I immediately declared myself captain. On my orders, the remaining crew kept to the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the weeks. Okay. I hope we find the second one somewhere. Oh look, a whale. So this is Konos. There's a lot of wind power. I'm impressed. Is that a whale? How do I spyglass? Nope, that's... Oh well. I'll figure it out later. But that was just a whale. Dang. Cool. They were worried about where to find them. Alright, let's see what's on the back of the boat. More rats. These look like crab traps or lobster traps. Oh, and there's the skiff and Megan. Hi, Megan. So, this is a bit of a shorter episode, but I think we're gonna call it there. Because I have a feeling that once we get on the boat, it's gonna start a mission, and that's gonna be long, and I don't want this episode to be 2 hours. So we're gonna have a bit of a short one here. We've got our outsider powers, we explored the boat, we sort of got the lay of the land a little bit, you know, figured out what's going on. Anton's missing, Megan is our friend, we got our red web board set up for the string and the push pins, and we got our first lead. So next time we are gonna investigate that lead, and we're gonna go to Karnaca to go to Addermire Station, to Addermire Institute to track down the Crown Killer. We'll just clear this. Oops. Just clear these off real quick. Alright. That is next time. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a bit of a shorter episode. We didn't get like a ton done, but it's all set up. It's all set up. Next episode, the real work begins. So if you want to see us begin our hunt for the Crown Killer, tune in next time. And until then, bye-bye.